Willie and I just arrived into Juneau, Alaska, and we're excited about heading into Whalers Cove Lodge tomorrow morning. We had an early float plane into the lodge, but before we do that, we're gonna have a bit of time here today to head into Juneau and find some lunch and maybe check out some sights that this town has to offer. When was the last time you had king crab legs?
I don't know, actually.
These are sick, man. Look at the size of these.
I know.
Can't use your teeth on those?
No.
Oh, it might fall out.
That's true.
We have a few more hours to kill here before we call it a night. And so one of the big attractions here in Juneau is the Mendenhall Glacier, which is, I believe, the only urban glacier in the entire world. So we've been told that's something we have to go check out. And we're excited to get up there and see this urban glacier just outside of Juneau, Alaska here. What was remarkable is when we were there was another couple who drew a line in the sand of where the actual glacier was in 1981. And he pulled out a bunch of still photographs that he had. And it was mind-boggling to see how far the glacier has receded since 1981.
See, here's the waterfall.
Yeah, that's it there, eh? Look at that, eh? Holy cow. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool shot. Look at that good-looking young couple, eh?
Thank you for that.
So we get up and head down to Ward Air. A lot of excitement, anticipation, ready to go. Having the opportunity to fly in a float plane to a lodge, I think, really adds to the whole experience. I've always been fascinated by float planes and, you know, especially growing up on the West Coast. The float plane essentially was like the workhorse plane. You know, logging camps, mining camps, the fishing industry. It just seems to be that much more scenic when you're in a float plane because you're a lot closer to the elements and to nature.
So, inside, ladies at the front desk will answer any questions you have, show you to your room. There's a hot breakfast buffet waiting on you.
Yeah.
The boat schedule right next to the front door will show you where you're headed for the day. Captain Mo Neal is going to be...
Yeah, we just met him.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Welcome to Whalers Cove.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Jay. We're heading out halibut fishing here, and the report is that the halibut fishing has been good. The interesting thing up here in Alaska compared to British Columbia is there are different regulations for retaining halibut. In Alaska, you can retain halibut 44 inches and under, and then between 44 and 82 inches, you have to let them go. Anything larger than 82 inches, you can keep. That's on a guided boat. If you're unguided, there's no size regulation. So with us being guided, you know, you have to catch that halibut either under the 44 or over the 82. Well, Mo, what took so long to get us into a fish? Okay, that took about 8 minutes. We got a halie here, I'm pretty sure.
You got white.
We'll make him famous here.
That's what we call a chicken.
Yeah.
You know, great eating fish.
Yep.
You know, doesn't hurt the supply of halibut. You know, it's not a breeder. So.
Gotcha. Little ping pong paddle.
If you want, are you taking fish or are we letting the fish go?
Let's
bring him up here and we'll see what he looks like.
West Coast handshake, Mo.
You can go get a little bit bigger. We're on the board. Right. We're on the board.
About 10 minutes in.
Let's do that again.
On unguided trips, you can kill 2 fish of any size, and there are some big ones that come in. I generally don't. If we even got an 80, I'd probably try to talk them out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their
big breeder,
right to do it,
yeah.
But you know, big breeder fish like that.
Typically a big female.
Yeah, big female.
And you get some big fish up here. Like what would be your like personal best or boat best?
Boat best is about 235.
It's a big beast.
You know, releaser. And here at the lodge, we have what's called a 2-for-1. So if a guest catches the biggest fish for the week, measured and released, they get a 2-for-1 certificate.
Into one, bud?
There he is.
There we go. Willie, you're in the game.
Yeah.
That looks like a little bigger than mine.
Like a little better one there. Whoa.
Hey?
Keep this guy's head turned.
Nicely done, buddy. You're gonna get your workout in today. Hey, you're complaining you can go for a run. Well, you get your arm workout. Are you winning or is she?
18, 20 pounds.
That's bigger than 20 pounds.
Dirty old skate.
Lean over,
People
Wham.
love that though, eh? They eat the wings, right?
People eat them.
Where's the barb on their back?
See the barbs on there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See how he's trying to get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get me.
He's off.
Go to your home.
Well, it's bigger than yours at least, Mo. Just saying. Top rod.
Well, another species on board. Or to the boat. Release.
I gotta get some water after
Seriously,
all
go
that.
hydrate. Go hydrate. Willie, watch.
Yeah, he's on already, by the way.
That's a little better. He's the same size as the other one.
Yeah, little ping pong paddle.
Well, there he goes, a little bit. Maybe a little bit bigger. Same size.
Same size?
Yeah.
Very lightly hooked.
We're at about 260 to go.
Just gonna snell a hook while you're in the one there. Seem like you got some work to do.
Double? Double? There you go.
Yeah, big boy, big boy.
Oh. This is gonna be a good workout. Double up. You want to switch?
This one's bigger too.
Is it? Flip your clicker. You can hear him run.
You wanna grab this line? There we are.
Let's keep swimming up here, buddy.
This one's a paddle.
Is it? I think this one's bigger than a paddle.
There's mine.
Got him?
Yeah,
Same size or a little bigger?
same size. Yeah.
Doesn't like it.
What are you doing with this guy? Are you gonna keep him or are you gonna let him go?
I might keep a halibut.
See what his size looks like.
Yeah. Are you gonna shark hook them or?
No, I measure. I put their tail in here, and then this is my 44.
So what do you want me to do with
Just
them?
bring
Lay him
the
down
leader.
sideways.
Bring you a leader. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Watch yourself.
Yeah.
I think he's under. So here you go, buddy.
Give him a little wash, get a
Nice
picture.
job.
Thanks, buddy.
Awesome.
Nice hook job there. Nice, perfect size halibut, 40 inches. You know, here in Alaska, regulations, you can only keep halibut under 44 inches or over 82 inches. This was a perfect slot limit fish here. So we decided to keep it, perfect eater. So, you know, we've released 3 already today, and that's one we decided to take with us, and we're gonna enjoy it at home on the table. How's you feeling, Willie?
I feel it.
Huh?
25.
You talked it on, Willie. 290 to go. Every reel is about 3 feet. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 9.
So get that head turned.
Oh, got her swimming up. Should be coming. There she is. There she is.
Yeah, there's another. Been on him.
Captain Mo put us in the spot.
Yeah.
Coming back in on the boat now, I mean, I don't know if I've seen halibut fishing as good as that anywhere. We lost track of how many halibut, but I think we ended up getting about 14 or 15 halibut in about 3 hours. The halibut have a very high survival rate when you release them. They're a hardy fish and a resilient fish, so just getting those fish to come up and seeing them and having the opportunity to fight them and I guess kind of shake hands with one and let them go was a fun experience. We were just talking about a game plan and we figure we're gonna go black cod fishing tomorrow, which has always been high on my list of things to do fishing wise. This is the no joke of fishing. Like, these fish are down from 900 to 1,800 feet and we're gonna do this the old fashioned way. Manually crank up from anywhere from 900 to 1,700 feet, and hopefully there'll be a black cod on the end of the line. That's wild, hey?
A friend of mine in the States, we'll just put it there, has a machine shop that he turned out 2 of these, one for me and one for himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's, you know, it's not rifled, so it's a muzzle loader. It's legal. It's a legal gun. As soon as you rifle anything over 50 caliber,
Yeah.
then
it becomes
that
illegal,
becomes
restricted,
a bad
or
thing.
yeah.
But it's smooth
Yeah.
bore, 1 pound muzzle loader. Everyone should have one or 2.
Why wouldn't they? Just introduced to the owner, Mark. We've just been told that we're going to be fishing with Mark tomorrow on his boat, the Kowalski. This is the tank.
1,000-pound crane.
So we said a skiff, but much more. A skiff on steroids.
Yeah. Well, it's a landing craft.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you can fold that down there, right?
To the beach.
Just key the mic, it'll go horn. Hold it down.
Oh.
Now you can dock them.
Hey Willie, come up here and check out this hydraulic steering system.
You guys are right here off of Danger Point, and we're gonna range out in here.
Going to the deep water.
So 1,500, 1,600. We'll start in here. Just deep mud flats.
So it's mud they typically are living in down there,
Yeah.
black cod?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what are they eating in the mud? Like obviously.
You name it. They come up to feed.
Yeah.
So there's
Is that
at
like a nighttime, daytime thing?
Well,
or-
at the 200-foot level, all the way across Chatham, are immature pollock. You know, pollock that are this big. And the black cod are feeding on those. They'll
So
come
they'll
up
come
to
up
that.
on
But you're not going to find concentrations of them mid-water like that. Really tough to get on them. They're feeding on pollock. They're feeding on herring.
Yeah.
They're feeding on
Squid.
squid.
Anything else? Any other bycatch down there?
Short raker.
What's a short raker?
It's a cousin to a yellow eye, but bigger.
Okay, yeah.
So they'll get into the mid 40 range.
Cool. So typically just 2 lines, just for the fact of getting tangled up, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So we're just gonna have a line off the port bow, line off of the starboard bow.
Yeah.
We're gonna back troll into it. We're gonna have another
Into the current.
yeah.
Is that what you mean by
Yeah.
into it? Yeah. Into
So
the
we're
current.
gonna have the stern into the current.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna be maintaining position or maintaining the line attitudes. It's not real common to get people that are willing to do what it takes to get down to the black cod. Most of the people, and even our guides, our fish are thinking 700's deep, but 700's too shallow. I mean, we got to go to 1,500 to get to the population. That's where they start.
Oh, it's just crazy because we fish like 140 feet. Like we don't very rarely go deeper than that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I've been East Coast for a little bit.
You're
so
in
I've
our
been kind
world
of
now.
learning the blue water.
It's a different world. Exactly.
Same thing. It's like he was asking me, Mo was like asking me, I'm like, yeah, well, you know, your inaugural go at it, it's manual crank, because you know now the reels, right? They make the electric reels. And
Well, we have a whole pile of them, but we're not bringing them out for you boys.
No, exactly, right?
You make us work.
No, do it the real man way. Right?
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for more to try it.
I can't
So
wait
that-
either. I'm
I've
actually
been
super excited.
Thinking about this for a long time, actually, so it'll be really cool. Really looking forward to tomorrow and getting after some black cod. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, but I also think it's gonna be a lot of work. So you got to be mentally prepared to buckle down tomorrow and be ready to accept the challenge of reeling these fish up from 1,700 feet if we're fortunate to get a couple. On our way out to the Black Cod grounds, we actually were very fortunate to run into a group of humpback whales. And on board, we had a hydrophone, and you can listen to the whales communicating with one another. And before they come to the surface, there's one last loud siren call from one of the whales, and that kind of signals to the whole group that it's time to feed. We got to see that multiple times. Seeing a whale never gets old, but to see them actually bubble feeding like that was truly a memorable experience.
Awesome.
Now we're gonna head out to the black cod grounds and try and see if we can catch a couple of these black cod way down deep. Black cod don't have great eyesight because you're fishing so deep and it's so dark down there, so it's more of a scent fishery. So we have a couple pieces of pollock on circle hooks right to the bottom because you have so much line out. The bites are very, very finicky and subtle. This is going downtown.
Oh, this is Chatham Straits. This is some people say the best black cod fishery on the planet.
Wow.
This whole thing, it drops down 1,800. The deepest I've seen out here is about 2,200 feet. It's just loaded with black cod.
And you got us in about nice 1,700 feet right now?
Yeah, I'm going easy on you. Don't worry, we're going deep. We're going deep. This much line out, you're just looking for little line bumps. It's like Willie was talking about last night in the swordfish, going deep. You're just
Subtle.
looking for little taps, and just like the herring, just let them hook themselves up. You'll get hopefully 2 on there, so you're not cranking all.
The 2-for-1 special, hey?
Yeah.
I know we've been looking forward to this for a little while here. We've never got to experience this. We're up to the challenge. It's going to be some work, I know that, but...
Yeah, I've never done this
This is
before
it.
either.
You've read about it though, right? Haven't you?
I've
Okay.
there.
Oh yeah, you might be on. You might be on.
Oh, he's on there.
You might be on. That's the 4th little tug now.
Bring him up to the sun.
I'm waiting for 2.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah, someone else is in the game.
Getting bit?
I'll wait for a sec, but I'm in the game now. Oh, there we are.
Oh, he's taking lines to halibut.
Usually black cod, right? You have
I might have tripled up here at Willie. Whoa.
I hope so.
I'll give you one, don't worry.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, it's
Are you
on.
sure?
Positive.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
There's not much to them. When they hit the surface, they'll come alive, start thrashing, and spit the hook, and then swim right back down to the bottom. No harm done.
We had a line burner over here.
I still got a ways to go. A ways.
Leave him right in the water. Leave him right in the water.
What is that?
Please. It's a nice black cod.
Oh yeah, that's an eater.
Hey, Mo! Hey! Yeah, baby. Whalers Cove, Chatham Strait, checking all the boxes here. Nice, beautiful black cod we brought up from about 1,400 feet. Having a great day out here. Woo!
Better be a decent fish or I'll be like, what the hell's wrong with me? It almost felt like when I came up a couple hundred feet that something else latched on.
Very well could have.
Because it just kind of went...
There's 200 feet of biomass on the bottom. I mean, the solid 200 feet is something laying down there.
Hold on here. Come on, buddy. This thing's like trying to run. It's rubbing on something.
Don't say that.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there it is. Raker.
Sure, Raker.
It's like you got a balloon out there.
Look at that thing. That is unbelievable. That is humongous.
Oh, it's a giant! Oh! Brother.
Wow! That, my friend, is a short raker. Oh my.
Oh, that's for real.
That's a long raker. That's a long raker. Oh my God. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
That is awesome. I actually thought I had a nice black cod and maybe even had 2 black cod on there. And when all of a sudden the crew on board yelled, "It's a short raker." My initial thought was, we got to release this fish back into the water. But you know, bringing this fish up from that deep, I mean, by the time he got to the surface, he was gonna perish. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to release the fish. There has been documentation of, you know, short rakers up to 60 pounds caught, and they estimate those fish to be about 65 years old. So this fish here weighed 30 pounds. It was quite the experience to see that fish up close and personal, and just the beautiful colors and the size of this fish was incredible. I think I've kind of developed a love-hate relationship with black cod fishing. You know, I love the fact that it's very satisfying, but I'll tell you, my wrist and my forearm and shoulder are gonna be sore tomorrow. That's a lot of reeling. We probably reeled over 8,000 feet of line today. Having a chance to come up to Whalers Cove Lodge and experiencing the fishing, and to be able to experience catching that short raker, you know, essentially a fish of a lifetime, you know, it's something that I'll remember forever. The first couple of days here at Whalers Cove Lodge have been amazing. Really looking forward to see what's gonna happen here the next couple of days at the lodge, because the first 2 days were absolutely incredible.